Hi guys, my name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch. This is Luna and welcome back to our brand new YouTube video. So today we're not actually doing a YouTube flow. We are actually going to be talking about yoga mats. So since I've opened my yoga studio and I've had a lot of regular students come in, I've been getting a lot of questions about what yoga mats they should invest to if they want to keep up kind of a regular practice. And so I thought I would hop on to here, make a quick little video and go through the yoga mats that I have and just kind of my personal opinion on which ones are the best ones. Remembering that I am not sponsored by anyone here. I'd like to be, so if you want to sponsor me, you know where we are. We'd be very good in advertisements. But yes, we'll be talking through all the yoga mats that I use, what I use them for, my rating out of 10, kind of retail costs and all that kind of jazz. So when you're ready, I guess we'll get started. Okay, so the first mat we're going to start with is actually, is actually the first yoga mat I ever got, which is my M Life yoga mat. So I got this back in, whoop, that was loud, in 2018 maybe. Sorry, it's a bit dirty, I use it in the garden. And I was a gift from my boyfriend for my birthday and I absolutely love this mat. So this is a linen yoga mat. It's quite thick. I think it's about like 4 millimeters thick with a beautiful grippy sponge on the bottom and a beautiful soft linen texture at the top. Now, I love this yoga mat. This was the first ever yoga mat that was like fully mine, that I took to my practices simply because I hated the ones that are in, you know, yoga studios, those foam kind of ones. And as I own a yoga studio, it's very hard to wholesale kind of really nice brands of yoga mats unless you're rich. I'm not. So I was given this because I hated the ones when I was in the hot pod and I absolutely loved it. This was the first yoga mat that taught me how important it is to have your own yoga mat. Although it's not crucial to a yoga practice, just as a witch, I very much believe in sacred spaces, in sacred areas, and my yoga mats are my sacred space. I don't really let anyone else use them. I don't let anyone else stand on them. They're my space. They're where I put my energy into and where I understand the universe a little bit better. So this linen mat is from a company called M Life. I'll be adding all this stuff down into the comments below, or the bio, whatever you want to call it. And I think it's like a part of John Lewis or something like that. I just know that my boyfriend got it from John Lewis. It's a beautiful mat. I think it retails for around £42.50, but I know you can get beginner yoga mats for like 20 quid from the same site. It is beautiful. It's super grippy. It's super soft for the body. Oh, I absolutely love it. I don't use it as often as I would like, just because I have some other new yoga mats, and the yoga I do for my own personal practice is quite dynamic, quite power, quite vinyasa kind of style. So I get a little bit sweaty and I find that my hands do slip on this a little bit too much. However, if you are just hoping to do like beginners yoga, restorative yoga, calming, yin yoga, anything like that, then I think this is the mat for you. It is beautiful. It's super soft. It's super comfortable. You can slide easily around on the mat. It's really good and shock absorbent if you have sore knees and you practice on a hard floor like I do. It also is great because it has its own little, God, that must be so loud in the microphone, its own little tie. So you can tie it up really easy, making it super kind of transportable we're going for. So you can tie it up and away you go. My mum actually has a yoga mat like this because of my recommendation and one of my other students, and it's a beautiful like light blue golden color. So the M Life is perfect if you're doing beginners yoga, you want something soft for your knees, and it's just a beautiful mat. I love this mat. I really do love this mat. And I would probably give this like a solid 8 out of 10. It is an epic mat. It's really good value. Bear in mind, this is like what, 2008, 3 years old now? 2018, like 3 years older now. It's held up really well. Just sometimes I need to give it a wash. I haven't given it a wash in a little bit of a while, but it is a beautiful mat. So the M Life, yeah, 8 out of 10. If you want any more information, it's all down in the bio. But yeah, M Life. Okay, the next yoga mat we're going to be looking at is my Life For Me mat. I don't know if I'm saying that brand right, but Life For Me. Right, so this is the yoga mat of yoga mats. If you ever see social media, people always use, and yogis, really famous yogis, always use the Life For Me mat. It is, I think, the biggest brand of yoga mats out there in the world, maybe next to like the other brands, maybe like Lululemon or Alo Yoga. I love my Life For Me. Life For Me is an amazing mat. The grip is amazing. It's made from like natural rubber. It's no toxin in it. I'm pretty sure it's vegan friendly. It's super thick. I think it's around like maybe 4 again, same as the My Life or M Life, whatever it's called. It is an amazing mat. The only downfall with the Life For Me is that it is very expensive. So the starting price for one of these mats is around £90. And this particular mat, which is the Happiness, from the Happiness collection, was around £130. So it is very expensive. So when I got my first scratch mark on it, I like full on cried because I don't have a lot of money and it was super expensive. So this mat, I accidentally ruined it by taking it to the beach and I left it in the sun for a little bit too long. So I feel like it lost a lot of its grippiness, hence why I don't use it anymore, simply because I feel like my hands slip a little bit in it. However, this is a beautiful mat. Their mats are absolutely stunning. There's so many different colors you can choose from pink, greens, blues, blacks, grays, reds, oranges. They all have special meanings and it's just a wonderful brand. It's a really trustworthy brand. It has these beautiful alignment lines. So down the center, on the side, so you can check your down dog, you can check your warrior 2s, your warrior 1s, all these kind of things. And it is a really beautiful mat. I would probably give this mat maybe around 7 out of 10, just because I found some alternatives to it, which I'm in love with, and I do think they're better, but we're gonna get onto them now. Unless Life For Me is watching and they want to sponsor me, then I'll give it a 10 out of 10. I'm only joking. No, this is like, I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. The price is really expensive and it kind of feels, you know, a little bit out of the price range for a lot of yogis. And I'm very funny about money in yoga, simply because, you know, yoga saved me in my mental health and it was at a time when I didn't have a lot of money. So looking at a mat like this just seems so out of it. And although a mat is not necessary for a yoga practice, it is sometimes nice to have, like I said, about having a sacred space and stuff like that. So I feel Life For Me is pretty expensive. If money's no issue, then go for a Life For Me. It's a beautiful mat, beautiful lines on it, beautiful picture, beautiful color. It is stunning, but 7 out of 10 just because it's super expensive and I just don't think it's very accessible to a lot of people. But I will add more details into, again, the bio below so you can take a look at them. I know they're all over social media so you can see all the kind of different colors you want. It's a great mat. I just didn't take care of it well enough, which is very foolish of me, taking it down to the beach. But I learned my lesson and I'm very sad about it. But it's still a beautiful mat, and yeah, I still use it for like calming yoga, restorative yoga. And sometimes I just like to lie on it and meditate because it's just such a beautiful color and it really does make me happy. So I think it lives up true to its name as the Happiness mat. But yeah, that is the Life For Me mat. Okay, so the mat I'm gonna go for next is not actually a mat. It is actually a yoga towel. And I got it for my birthday recently, but my friend has been using it for a while and I absolutely love this. This is a yoga towel. I think it's by the company Slow Tide. Slow Tide. And this mat is so beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. So it's made from, I'm pretty sure, recycled plastic. let me read my tag. I should have done the research on my yoga towel a little bit more before I just hopped on to the, oh yeah, it's 100% recycled. I'm pretty sure there's like recycled plastics or something in here. I think that's what my friend was telling me. But anyway, this is a beautiful mat. I use this mat for beach yoga. I've used my friend's mat for beach yoga when I didn't have one at the time. So this yoga towel is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. It is perfect for being on a beach. It's got great grip. You feel super comfortable. Maybe it's not as grippy on my little wooden floor, but it is the perfect kind of towel to use if you're doing yoga outside in the garden or on the beach, as it's super easy to wash, super easy to get the sand off, any dirt off and stuff like that. I wouldn't use it for maybe a power yoga class simply because it's a little bit slippery for that, but it's absolutely stunning. I'm in love with this. Again, calming yoga, restorative yoga, this is the mat for me. It is just so beautiful. So if you're looking for something super lightweight to take around with you, maybe if you travel a lot or you do kind of yoga sporadically, then go for definitely a slow tide yoga towel. They are beautiful. You can get them in so many different kind of colors and patterns, and they are super light, super easy to take with you wherever you go. And worst comes to the worst, you can use a towel if you hop into the sea after your practice. So yeah, my beautiful little yoga towel, definitely giving a 8 out of 10, absolutely stunning, ideal for outside yoga, and how small it goes. How easy is that to carry around? So yeah, Slow Tide, give them a look out in the little bio. Okay, so my final mat I have is my Moon Child mat. Oh, now this is my baby. This is the mat I got recently for my birthday, and I've wanted it for a long time. A student actually came into my class with one of these mats in a different color, and I absolutely love it. I mean, come on. This just sings to me, the moon phases. It is an amazing mat. I absolutely love it. The colors, the texture, again, it's made from this natural rubber, which makes it so grippy, so beautiful. Your hands don't move, you can do anything to it, and it's just a kind of an amazing little brand, Moonchild. I just absolutely love it. When you buy a mat from them, money goes towards helping women in crisis, so refugee women, getting themselves back on their feet, getting some money to retrain them in businesses and opening them businesses and getting careers and stuff like that, which is such an amazing charity to have. And I love this kind of idea of women's sisterhood coming together like a little coven that we are. So my Moonchild mat was a birthday present, but I did look it up. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I don't know how much the Slow Tide mat was, but anyway, back to the Moonchild. The Moonchild mat, I think, is around £65, which is stunning. This is what I mean. I love the Life For Me mats, but they're so expensive. When you can get a mat like this for half the price, that is anything is actually better in my opinion, just because maybe it's more suited to my personality, but it is just as grippy, it is just as thick as the other mats, maybe not as long as the other mats, but I know you can get a Moonchild in an extra large size, so if you're particularly tall or you want a bit more room to play around with poses. But yes, this is my love. I love my Moonchild. I can't even describe how happy this makes me. I just love the whole brand behind it, the color, the texture, just everything about it, its thickness. It is super amazing. So giving my Moonchild a 10 out of 10. There's nothing else to say. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's just everything. So everything I've said about the mats today is all personal preferences. I'm just giving you a rundown of the mats that I personally have. I do have another mat, which is my work mat down the studio, which is a Yogi Bear, but I'll do a separate video on that, or I'll add it into this one. I haven't decided yet, but I need to go down and get it. But A mat is complete personal preference. What works for me might not work for you. And I think it's important to kind of have a little look around. If you see someone with a mat, just ask them where they got it from. Maybe give it a little touch with anti-bac. It is COVID times. Just to take the feel of it, practice on mats. Maybe go into a yogi store, look around the reviews, ask other people. So people have many different preferences on what they actually like. Some people are very big into cork, some people are into linen, some people are into rubber, and some people are just don't use mats at all. They just don't really need it, or those like foamy kind of ones. It's just what you want and what you search for in your practice. Personally, in my experience, I will never get or use another mat besides a rubber kind of mat, so that rubber texture, simply because I get quite sweaty in my flows and I lose a lot of confidence if I slip, and I get very freaked out about it just because I have a fear of hurting myself. Getting psychological now. But yeah, I think just have a play around. Take a look at this video with the reviews. Take a look at some other yogis' reviews on yoga mats. They might have a different opinion to mine. And I think it's all about practice. Like I said, yoga is a journey. So your mat, your kind of journey with the mat is kind of the same. You probably will buy one, use it a few times, maybe use it for a few years, and then decide you want another one. It's just completely up to what you want. So yeah, if you have the money, amazing, go for it. But save up, do some investigating, do some research, find a brand that you can stand behind, that you support. I wholeheartedly support the Moonchild brand. I think it's beautiful. It's just everything that's kind of up my street. But I know there are some amazing brands out there, and there's some amazing small business brands as well with yoga mats. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by any of them. I wish I was, but I'm not. And no one knows who I am, so that's why I'm not sponsored. But yeah, if you want to know more, you can send me a message on my Instagram at @theyogiwitch, or comment down below and I'll get back to you. But I'll put a link into all the yoga mats down below, so take a little look, have a little gander around. I'll even add a link in for my Yogi Bear, which is what I use as my work yoga mat, which is beautiful. It's fantastic, very similar to the Moonchild. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little random kind of vlogging video. I actually really like the idea of vlogging, and I would love to get into it more, simply because I like to talk and my boyfriend doesn't want to listen to me anymore. Or the dog, she left. And my mum won't answer my calls anymore. So I need someone to talk to, and I just absolutely love it. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you for the next video.